The world spins. Night turns to day. It is a rhythm we have always known. The sun rises in the east. It paints the sky with light. It warms the ground. We wake up. We start our day. This has happened for billions of years. But imagine one night, it is the last time. The sun seems normal in the deep black of space. It shines with its usual power, but deep in its core, something has changed. The great engine has stopped. The sun has gone silent. For now, on Earth, everything is quiet. We do not know what is coming. Telescopes point upwards, listening. They are listening for a song. The sun is not a silent object. It is a star full of motion and energy. It is a giant ball of incredibly hot gas. This gas is always moving. It churns and boils. This movement creates waves. These waves travel through the sun. It is like a giant bell ringing very, very slowly. This is the sun's song. We cannot hear this song with our ears. Sound needs something to travel through, like air or water. The space between the Earth and the sun is almost a perfect vacuum, so the sound waves themselves do not reach us. But the vibrations do something else. This study is called helioseismology. It is how we listen to the sun's heart. The sun's song gives us incredible information. They are a sign of the immense energy being created in the sun's core. If the song were to stop, it would mean the engine has failed. A silent sun means two things have happened. The first is that the vibrations have stopped. The great churning of gas inside the star has ceased. This is the silence our instruments would detect first. The sun's heart has stopped beating. The vibrations are created by energy from nuclear fusion in the sun's core. If the vibrations stop, fusion has also stopped. Fusion is the process where tiny atoms, mostly hydrogen, are squeezed together by immense pressure and heat. This creates new, heavier atoms, and it releases a huge amount of energy. The star will not explode or disappear. Gravity still holds. The sun is massive. It will continue to hold the Earth and the other planets in their orbits. The laws of motion do not change. We would be locked in the same cosmic dance, but the music would be gone. The sun has a lot of stored heat. It will not go dark instantly. The light and heat we receive was made in the core thousands of years ago, but now no new energy is being made. The star will start to cool from its core outwards. The silence is a promise of future darkness and a deep, unending cold. The change is not loud. What would happen first? The moment fusion stops in the sun's core, nothing changes on Earth. The silence, the lack of vibrations, would travel to us at the speed of light. Our instruments would detect this change roughly 8 minutes and 20 seconds after it happens. For scientists, this would be a moment of pure disbelief, followed by chilling certainty. The data would be the same everywhere. The sun's song has stopped. Alarm bells would be ringing in labs around the world, but the public would still know nothing. The light itself also takes time to travel from the sun to us, 8 minutes and 20 seconds. For that short period, we would see the sun exactly as it always was. Then, at minute 9, the change would begin, not suddenly. The sun has a vast amount of residual heat. It would not just switch off like a light bulb. Instead, it would begin to dim. The change would be subtle at first. Midday light would soften. The brilliant blue would start to fade to a paler, grayer shade. People would look up, confused. Within the first hour, the change would be undeniable. The daytime temperature would stop rising, then begin to fall by a few degrees. Plants would react almost instantly. Photosynthesis would stop. The flow of power from our star would be severed. Humanity would be on its own. After the first few hours, the Earth would be plunged into a perpetual twilight. It would no longer be a source of significant light or heat. Within a single day, the average global temperature would drop dramatically. In many places, it would fall below freezing. The stars, once hidden by the sun's glare, would begin to appear during the daytime. Within 1 week, the world would be a very cold place. The global average surface temperature would fall to around -17 degrees Celsius. The top layer of the oceans would begin to freeze. Most plants on the surface of the earth would die. The world would lose its natural chorus. After 1 month, the earth would be in a deep freeze. The deep ocean would remain liquid for thousands of years, kept warm by the residual heat from the earth's core. In the deep ocean, near hydrothermal vents, life could continue. Entire ecosystems exist here that do not depend on sunlight at all. On the surface, however, almost all life would perish. As the planet cools, the gases in the air would start to freeze. Volcanoes would still erupt beneath the ice, creating temporary pockets of warmth. The planet has its own internal engine, separate from the sun. The vast frozen ocean would lie under a black sky filled with brilliant stars. For humanity, survival would become the only goal. But humans are resilient. We are planners and builders. People would move to be closer to power plants. Geothermal cities and nuclear power plants would be crucial for light and heat. Vast underground farms. Greenhouses lit by powerful electric lamps. Governments enforce rationing of energy, food, and water. People gather in protected habitats, underground cities, geothermal zones. Science becomes vital. Engineering becomes vital. Despite the darkness, curiosity remains. Perhaps we build great ships powered by nuclear fusion. Survival is also a struggle to keep hope alive. We are children of the sun. The darkness would be a humbling experience. We would innovate. We would cooperate. The silent sun itself would become a unique laboratory. We would wring knowledge from our loss. In a world without a sun, the stars would be our constant companions. We would learn that even in the deepest darkness there is still light. We remember the song of our star, and in the quiet, we learn to sing our own.